Bunch of spray. We got a bunch of spray in our car. That is totally correct.
We got hairspray in our car.
You got a hairspray in your car? Me too. Sup, Air Force retired.
That's a big old box.
There are a lot of options for 2x4s. You want 2x4x8.
Yeah, but there's Whitewood, Douglas, Fir.
Whitewood or #2 pine, either or is fine.
What's available for pickup?
D. Stoltenberg, Tasting Life, Sarah Hoskins, Chris Lavancha, the Spartan Prepper, Franklin Farmstead, Vester Dillon.
Go to Ollie's or we need to go to Lowe's? Then go inside.
What's up, everybody? Of course I just knife-handed you. You're welcome. You enjoyed it. Michael Cruzen. Whoa. Unboxing video? Are we doing an unboxing video? Let me see it. Oh my goodness. What is this?
It's Geek Air.
I love geeks. This is so awesome. I can't. It's massive.
Too big.
There we go.
Okay.
It's a giant box. Oh, hold on. This is much more important. Scoot the camera back this way, please. Ah, thank you. And this is how you make your legs die and fall off your body.
No. Oh.
So much better. So much better.
Don't breathe for the next 5 minutes. You'll all die of lung cancer.
She says,
Yeah.
while holding that. Uh-huh. All right. What's up, everybody? Thermacell is awesome. We had like the 4,000% deets somewhere around here, but that's what we had available. Canuck Shalom. Feet makes the legs shine. Have you been drinking? Feet makes the legs shine?
I have.
Are my legs shiny now? Maybe he meant to say deet.
No, they look shiny.
Quit looking at my legs, man. There's a tour for that.
Somebody said it.
All right, good job. Sarasota, Florida. Cool. Pouring one now. Roger. Amendment 1 preparedness. Shaloha, broha.
I think we remember Molly's. Ollie should have.
Hand makes arms work. Hands make the arms work. This is true. Shalom, Badger. Let's just keep saying phrases to each other. Where did you get the fan? I'm pretty sure we contributed to Bezos's retirement package when we got this fan.
So Renee is the acquirer of all things.
Hold on.
Renee is the acquirer of all things. We say, man, it would be nice to have something like that. And then she's like, as we say it, she's on Amazon, like, and she's like, okay, it's on its way. And
yes, that is correct, Dudley. That is correct.
oh, Battle Goats came in.
Hold on, tell him.
Oh, Battle Goats came in.
Battle Goats came in.
Tell him about the battle goat. Pull the box harder. This is great. This is real life right now. Perfect. Tell them about the battle goats. What's a battle goat?
Battle Goat stickers came in. So.
And you only got like 50 of them.
I only got 50 of them.
So.
I'm gonna add them to the store tomorrow. Morning.
Motorcycles don't have doors. Agreed. I like
And
this.
so-
Deep thoughts with Bear.
If we can sell out of our 50, like that,
Don't tempt them. There's only 50.
we will.
No, we're not getting freaking lasagna stickers.
We are.
We're selling the products we already have to the people that already want them, and then we're gonna be thankful for that.
Oh.
We're not continuous. We're gonna have 4,000 stickers that don't make any sense. People are gonna go to the store. They're gonna be like,
All the Battle Goats, there's a spot.
"Oh my gosh, no."
What's mine? Permits have no peer pressure?
Shalom, Phelps. Somebody asked me a question. What's going on here?
Oh, that's the battery. On the back.
Bear Prime Day at the Bear store. Hey, that's a good idea.
Can you check it and see if the cheese is
The
melted
people
yet?
want lasagna stickers. I'll see what I can do.
People want lasagna.
No, it goes through.
This is the...
That's the battery.
What dost thou use for thy tactical beard of bear to make cuddly soft? Well, you're assuming that my beard is cuddly soft, and you are incorrect. My beard has the consistency of Brillo. It is not soft at all. It is fluffy, but that's just a function of the fact that hair cannot be 100% solid. But it's not soft. You could scour pans with this. So, yeah. But beef gravy is a good answer. Whiskey helps. Sawdust is another one.
There's some sawdust in it.
Why did you choose Catherine sheep? Would you recommend other breeds? I believe you meant Katahdin sheep. And we chose Katahdin sheep because we have Patreon videos on this. We chose Katahdin sheep because they are hair sheep. You don't have to shear them, which was huge. If you let them out of their pen and or you have gravel for them to walk around on, their hooves will trim themselves. They, on pasture, at around 14 months, will weigh out at 120 pounds. On grain, 140 pounds, which means that they're large enough to be worth the trouble of butchering, but not so large that you can't butcher them. They're fairly robust. We did learn about the rule of the 4 S's. Sick sheep seldom survive. And so that's why we got Katahdins. Also, they're delicious, man. They're freaking delicious, man. They're really, really, really good. And I would highly recommend it, even if your animals are on pasture, just for taste. If you are going to butcher them, about a month before you know you're going to butcher them, put them on some sweet feed, homie. It is just delicious. So that's why we got Katahdins. And also, we got Katahdins because the father is awesome and he put people in our life who had Katahdins and who loved us and wanted to give us Katahdins at cost. They gave us breeding stock for butcher prices. So that was awesome. They really hooked us up. So that's why we have Katahdins.
They're just shooting like crazy.
They're not shooting like crazy. They're shooting.
I mean, they haven't.
We shot more rounds in the last 3 days than they've shot in the last 2 years.
They shot a bunch this morning with all their
Good.
boy day. No, I mean you. And the boy.
Oh, yeah. Yes. That was me. All right. What else is going on? The music well. Hey, Brian. I'm not Brian, but hey. Night vision, yes or no? Get that question a lot. Let's talk about that. Yes, comma, but. If you're buying night vision, but you don't have enough food, and by enough food, I mean like a year's worth of food for you and everybody you love, your priorities are wrong. If you need night vision where you are, but you can't put up food yet, you live in the wrong place. So all that being said, the ability to see in the dark is awesome and is absolutely a force multiplier. It's a game changer. If I can see you and you can't see me, and we're fighting in the dark, guess who's gonna win? However, comma, but. Night vision, at least decent night vision, to say nothing of good night vision, is incredibly expensive. And so if you don't have food, water, sanitation, medical, security, commo, transpo, agriculture already handled, don't be spending money on night vision. Barazon Prime should be a thing. Roger that, Geist88. Thank you. Appreciate that. Shalom, Guns and Diesel. Good evening, Michael Miller. I just got the best headache. Just like, whoof, out of nowhere. What do you think of level 3 wraparound armor? I believe that's level 3 soft armor, which is handgun, not rifle rated. And so I've talked about this at length in other videos, but for my job, I'm not regularly engaging with people who have a high likelihood of shooting me with a handgun, so I don't wear soft armor, unlike law enforcement officers or certain others that are regularly engaging with people who could shoot them with handguns. So it doesn't make sense for me to own soft armor. It might not make sense for you to own soft armor, but it might. If you have a high level of threat from handgun calibers, go for it. Otherwise, I run plates, hard plates, and level 3 plus at a minimum. So, Do you trust steel case ammo? That's a really good question. I have a lot of it, and I use it predominantly for practice, for training. That's why I buy it. That being said, I have all but one of my ARs will run steel case, no problem. In fact, I have a video coming up on Patreon about precision rifle shooting, where I have one rifle that's an excellent rifle, cost me several $1,000s, shoots awesome groups, but does not matter what I do to it, will not run steel case reliably. Different magazines, different bolt carrier group. Check the feed ramps. Feed ramps are good. Check the barrel placement, the timing on the barrel to make sure that the locking lugs of the bolt are engaging the barrel properly, and that everything's good, but it won't run steel ammo. Whereas I've got a $600 Palmetto pencil barrel that does not care. It'll run steel, it'll run brass, it'll run it upside down, north, south, east, west. It does not care. It just chugs. And so predominantly the reason that I have steel cased ammunition is not for fighting with, it's for training with. So that being said, I do train many a malfunction with a certain rifle when I run steel cased ammo. So
I was gonna put it on your shoulder.
You do you. What is that?
That's the battle goat.
Who designed the battle goat?
Mr. Chad.
Mr. Brees.
Mr. Brees. So yes. He's got his little helmet, and we've got the 11 lives saved, tick marks on there.
For the bear facts.
For the bear facts, and yeah. He's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Battle goat dance.
Got the little bear logo on his helmet.
Yeah.
Yep.
And his chest rig and his AR.
He's ready to party.
He's ready to
go do the things.
Go do the things.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Yeah, those will be in the store tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Go get you one.
So, just a little marketing lesson.
Yes.
You don't show them things until they're in the store. Otherwise, they get mad at us and send us angry emails. They're just like, how come I couldn't
set their alarms for 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and the finicky rifle is chambered in 5.56, as is everything else. And all of my AR platforms are 5.56, not 2.23. Actually, I think that DPMS is in 2.23. No, it's 5.56. I don't remember. Yeah, AVT. Dude, I have 2 Palmetto ARs, a Palmetto AR pistol, and a Palmetto AK. And they just chug. They just run, man. What do you think about the Mini 14? That's a good question. I think the Mini is a good platform with moderate accuracy, and it is overpriced based upon current AR technology. That being said, and it takes proprietary magazines. However, but all that being said, it is a classic design. You know, what's an M1 Garand action, and it will be legal in a lot of places much longer than ARs will. And if it's all you can get, it's all you can get. It's a good rifle, but it's a 2 to 3 MOA gun. It's not a 1 MOA gun. So, but I like it. And it's very classic styling too. If you want a 16-inch barrel, 30 caliber clip magazine, 30 round magazine in 223, but with, more classical styling, it's a great gun for that. And I find them to be very enjoyable to shoot. That being said, I do not think that they are superior to the AR-15, but they're great rifles. Yeah, Logan, I know it's tragic how many firearms we lost from Palmetto. when we sunk that battleship with all of the guns that were on there. Thoughts on lever action? For hunting, yes. For the joys of shooting, yes. For training fundamentals, yes. For classic cool, yes. Overall living, not good morning, good afternoon. For all those things, yes. I would rather have a lever action gun than no gun in a fight, but I'd rather have a box-fed semi-automatic than a lever action if I get to pick. So, but they are cool. They're also expensive. Gosh, with the Henrys are started $1,000. So, but you know, there's something nice about shooting 357 out of a 18-inch, 20-inch, 22-inch barrel. So, how about belt fed? Yes, I like belt feds. Thoughts on suppressed 22 bolt action with subsonic? It would be very quiet because you would have low gas pressure, no subsonic crack, and no noise from the action. What are you doing with it? Why do you need a suppressed subsonic 22 bolt action? Maybe to take out guard dogs? Maybe. Guard dogs. What else? Plinking? Joy of shooting? Yes. Totally. To be sneaky, right? My neighbor happens to be one of Brain Trust that wrote Wilderness Emergency Rescue Manual. When I showed him the contents of the Stom bag, he liked it and was one that suggested the sharp spin. JFO, I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Sharp spin on order. The Scar 17 versus M1A. Well, again, it's like the Mini versus the AR-15. Which do you prefer? Do you like classic stylings? I mean, the M1A is iconic. Let's never mind the fact that it took the SPEW program, Special Purpose Infantry Weapon Program, 12 years to essentially add a box magazine to an M1 Garand and chamber it in 308 instead of 30-06 and call that the new ultimate battle rifle that was going to replace the submachine gun, the battle rifle, and the light infantry or light squad automatic weapon, essentially the Browning automatic rifle, with one gun, which it was terrible at. It was a terrible select fire gun. You can't controllably, reliably shoot an M14 on full auto. And they had massive quality control problems because they had a lot of different manufacturers producing those weapons at the same time, as I understand it. And so the M14 was not a great gun, but the M1A since then has become a really great gun. And there are people who their job is to put accurate fire on targets, sometimes at a high rate of fire, that prefer the M14 M1A platform for that with an optic. All that being said, and it's a cool gun. It's iconic. It's classic, right? Wooden stock, very cool looking. Versus the Scar 17, which is like the battle rifle of the future. Neither one is inexpensive. They're incredibly expensive. You can buy a decent used car for what a Scar 17 cost. So, is it in there?
Yep.
Faux Diddy just put the sticker in the store, so good job, Faux. If you want, show them the battle sticker again so that they know.
Limited edition, only 50 of them.
Limited edition, only 50 of them. Thank you for that $5 bill. So there you go.
Go get you one.
Or don't, whatever floats your boat. So
Or 20.
I'll go get a BAM sticker.
Right. Some people tried after we made the announcement.
yeah, and they're
They
gone.
tried to boost your numbers, but it didn't work.
Overall living, bless you. Love what you do, brother. Love you back. Thank you. Hey, can you flip that light on while you're going past there? Because we're gonna need it on here in a moment.
I know I keep forgetting to put up my lights.
It's on the back of the bulb. You so close. Getting colder. Getting really cold. Really, really cold. Really cold. Getting warmer. Getting warmer. Getting warmer. Getting more. Really hot. Really. Oh, you got it. There it is, right there.
You're awesome.
Yep. What he said. What he said.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful out.
Do business.
It was absolutely beautiful.
Go do business. Whatever happened to Yankee? He is off property right now. He'll be back. I'll let him tell you about it. So, Scar 17 versus M1A. Cool factor just depends. Do you like classic lines and wood stocks? M1A. If you like, FDE, super ultra tactical, they're both 308 battle rifles fed with 20 round box magazines that you can run optics on and will shoot well. So, yeah, there you go. Oh, wow, Badger, that's awesome. So, thoughts on the current ammo situation? We were just talking about that earlier. I think that demand is up and supply is down, and there's lots of people that are stockpiling right now. Although I did manage to find 4 bricks of 22 long rifle earlier today, and they were only $27 a brick. James Cannon, not to be confused with James Cameron,
Yes.
who produced all those movies and stuff. James Cannon.
I'm drinking leftover slushy, cherry limeade slushy, with Malibu lime rum. Is that what that is? Yeah. And it's delicious.
I'm drinking peanut butter whiskey in my NWA Prepper cup.
In my homie hooch cup
So,
that the Badgers made me.
yes,
'cause
the
they're
Badgers
awesome.
did make those.
With my female bear.
I did like the coasters. Thank you. I've got them. They're at the office, and I will be moving them from the office to here probably tomorrow because we are back in the office tomorrow. So, just bought 25 Battle Goat stickers.
What?
Really?
You're leaving it for nobody else.
What are you doing? Where'd that go?
No, it's down right there.
Chasing life. What are you doing?
She's like, I'm gonna put that stuff on eBay.
Right. Limited edition. $49. Well, bless you, Chasing Life. Thank you so much. So, bless y'all. Oh my goodness. I don't know, man. I think part of the issue with COVID, whether you think it's real or not, and you guys know where I stand, is that everybody that did think it was real stopped making ammo, and everybody that did or didn't think it was real started buying ammo. And so those two things put together means there's no ammo. Michael, hello. What's the update?
Oh, there's only 38 left.
Shalom, sister. Of course, you store your mags loaded because when I need them, I don't want to take the time to load
Yeah,
them.
you can't load them if you need them. That's
Hey,
like-
bad guys, just hold on. I gotta thumb a few more rounds in here. Yes,
Right.
yes,
Wrap it,
please,
pow, pow.
please tell these people about the stick it and pow pow.
No, that's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
It's got to
Okay,
be preloaded,
right,
so you can just stick it, rack it, and pow pow.
got it.
That doesn't rack it.
Okay,
Yeah, or pew pew
or pew pew.
if you'd rather.
What is the difference between a pow pow and a pew pew?
Not much.
No, okay.
22 and a 50.
It's all in the size.
Yeah, the half-inch matters.
Yeah.
Man.
Just make sure you're not
Smell.
shooting blanks.
Oh gosh, optics on pistols. I'm not a fan, but hey man, you do you. Whatever floats your boat. I'm not a fan of optics on pistols. I find that I spend a lot of time hunting for the dot, hunting for the chevron with the pistol. Now, frankly, I don't own any pistols with optics on them, but I've shot several that my buddies have owned, and I know people that do run them all the time, and they have trained enough with them to become very proficient with them. I'm not that guy, but I like, first of all, it's a pain in the ass to find holsters. If you want a light-bearing holster with optics on it as well, yeah, man, Good luck.
Yes.
So, for anything other than a Glock 19, right? Anything else is like, forget it, man. So, yeah, Safari Land. I have a Safari Land for my Glock 21, and it's cool,
Don't mess with that.
and it's
Aspen.
massive, and it's expensive, and it's on a dedicated system. Bear, can you pray for my cousin whose cancer has returned? Yes, Carrie, I can and I will, and we will hit that before the end of the program. Bless you. Thank you, Carrie. Everybody keep Carrie's cousin in your prayers. What name does Hami use for magazines? The metal holdy thingy?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
I know magazines. I'm pretty good with that.
Shalom,
one.
brother. Love you back.
Just because I, like, for a point, I called him a clip, and you would get onto me all the time.
Yeah.
And so I, like, straightened my verbiage. So I
Good
was
job.
correct in calling them magazines.
23 left.
23 left. Y'all are ridiculous. 23 left.
So yeah. I'm good on magazines. Magazines are magazines. But then you got the trigger thing
Then you have the trigger thing
and the slidey thing.
and the slidey thing. What's your favorite way to cook a tactical chicken? I like grilled tactical chickens. And oh my gosh, I got all that natural herbal oil bug stuff on my hands from rubbing it on my legs.
Yeah.
And I just rubbed my face, and now my
Ooh.
face is on fire. This is awesome.
Probably the DEET. You just
It's not
rubbed
that,
on
no,
the face.
I sprayed the DEET on my legs. I rubbed the freaking natural stuff in on my legs.
So my favorite is like a chicken in a pot,
Uh-huh.
and you boil it all day until it's fallen off,
Right,
and then you strain it,
right,
pick out all your bones,
right.
put it back in, and then you make chicken and dumplings.
I love how we're on this, yes, but I love how we're on this, the AR-15 will run on black powder thing. It will also run on smokeless powder in pre-manufactured ammunition, of which we have thousands of rounds of. So that's what I'm gonna do with it. Thanks for sharing, though.
Will it run on hot sauce?
It might run on hot sauce. Let's find out.
Okay.
Torture test. Let's fill it with hot sauce.
Yeah.
See what happens. We did have a what we call a dirt dauber. And
I do strip dumplings. So like I do like really thin dumplings.
don't strip dumpling.
I strip my dumplings.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So we had a wasp trying to build a home in the end of this air gun just moments ago. So we cocked this air gun and we sent the wasp and its home flying across the yard.
Nice.
It was pretty fabulous.
The scope's pretty much cleaned up and on that.
Well, that is
It's
tremendous.
dried out.
Tri-fuel AR. Yes, that's correct. Absolutely. Girlfriend made lasagna. I left all throughout dinner. Hey, Richard, good for you, man. Good for you.
Be
You
thankful
gotta.
for that lasagna.
Do you name firearms? No, I do not. If you would like to name your firearms, go for it.
Right.
I am a
Mine's Pinky.
I'm
Like
a
the little
descriptor.
mouse that was the cartoon that was like, I'm taking over the world. And then they failed miserably.
338 Lapua Magnum for Overwatch. Mm-hmm. We need a hot sauce in the Bearfax. This is not a 1990s MRE, sir. It's a life-saving device.
Yeah, Pinky in the
little,
brain.
The little bottles of Tabasco. You know what I'm talking about, the little bottles of Tabasco? That's right.
So bad.
Yeah.
How often do you clean your guns, Bear?
15 left.
15 left. As often as I need to. Depends on how many rounds I shoot. When I start seeing carbon being built up on them, I'll clean them. I will tell you this, though. I am not, I'm not religious. I'm not anal about cleaning my guns. If there's carbon built up on them, or if they just look dry, I will clean them and I will lubricate them. But I am not the person that after every range day, after every round, take it home, break it apart, clean it, and then put it back up again. That is not what I do. Certain guns of mine are precision weapons, and the time is taken that when they're fired, they are cleaned afterwards. ARs, negative. Nope, just no. Handguns, nah. Like, especially a Glock. I mean, every few hundred rounds? Question mark? Like my what is that thing? DPMS platform has got pushing 5,000 rounds through it. I think I've cleaned it, like broke it down and cleaned it 3 times. And it just freaking runs. And people love to hate that gun because it's cheap. It's a piece of garbage. I would never bet my life on that. It runs. It freaking runs, dude. I paid $500 for that gun, and it just chugs. So, and it's like it never gets cleaned. Once every other year, I'm like, hey, I should probably clean that gun, and then I'll clean it. And you know what? It looks just as dirty after I clean it than it did before I cleaned it, and put it back together again, and it still runs. So,
Somebody was asking how squid.
how is squid? Squid is well, to the best of my understanding. We haven't talked in a while because #life. I've been busy. He's been busy. I haven't seen him put out much new content lately, and so I will answer that question with this. I will find out, at least for me, how squid is. If it's his business, I will not share it with y'all. But I should know how squid is, and I don't know how squid is, so I will find out. So thank you for convicting me in that. So, haven't cleaned my 20 gauge yet. Oh, shotguns? I don't know. I have shotguns that I've never cleaned. Never cleaned. I have a shotgun. We shot shotguns last year during Sukkot. Haven't cleaned them since. Like, they're shotguns. They like.
Right? Do they really ever get
They're they're 100% like user operated mechanical.
Do they get off target though? Like
No.
no.
Yeah, I mean they should be clean. So
Right.
yeah, Alan, exactly. What our go-to 22 on the Homestead has like 16,000 rounds through it. I literally, if you said, Bear, you can have $1 million if you can name the most recent month that gun was cleaned in, I would not get $1 million. I have no idea the last time that gun was cleaned. No idea. So what is your go-to 22 on the Homestead? Why don't you tell them that, babe?
It's a Ruger
Yeah.
22,
Yeah.
right?
What model?
No clue.
10,
The
22?
green one. Well, the green you painted.
Hi, Pepper 84.
Yeah. He painted it like tactically green.
That's right.
And
right. Sneak right up on you with it.
yeah.
You'll see me, you'll never see the gun. So.
And it's got the scope thingy on the top.
Yes, it has a scope thingy on the top.
The magnifying glass on top of the.
Yes, it's actually a magnifying glass.
Yes.
It's circular with a handle on it. You have to, yeah. It also serves as a forward grip for the gun while you're aiming it. It's perfect. Then we took a paper towel tube and we duct taped that to the magnifying glass. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then we have little magazines and then bigger magazines.
This is all accurate. Very accurate.
No
Yes.
idea what the
13 goat stickers left.
I know.
13 left. There are 13 left.
I was gone for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. And I love the 22. Like the 22 is like, I grab it off the wall and go.
It is the most readily available
Yeah.
gun in a house full of readily available guns.
Yeah. I've shot
And
snakes with it.
that is
I've
not
shot
an
squirrels with
overstatement.
it. I've shot possums with it. Shot
Raccoons?
chickens with it. Raccoons with it.
This one you guys have the contest with?
Somebody
Yeah.
said they got the farm.
That was the one.
Congrats on the farm you got. You didn't get this one, but good
We're
job.
about to have a sticker farm. It's gonna be
I got
like
a cabin.
the Tactically farm.
If you can plant stickers out in that garden and more will grow, I'm cool with it. At the rate we're going through them, let's have a sticker farm. So
Stack them to the rafters.
that's right.
Got a goat with it.
Yeah, you did. I've
Got a turkey with it.
yeah, I've shot a lot of sheep with it. I mean the sheep,
Yeah, I
the
shot
sheep that
turkeys
I've
with
shot, I've shot with it. Hello from not San Diego. Got my first egg today. Nice.
Yay!
Do you smoke any meat? Yes, briskets. The barbecue that I make, thoughts on the rat's tourniquet. We'll come back to that. The barbecued brisket that I make is pretty much the only barbecue that my wife will eat. And either she has very poor choices in barbecue or I'm very good at it. I'll let y'all take your pick.
No, I'm picky.
I like brisket.
I'm not like a gristly.
We got one in the freezer. Let's just take it out and cook that sucker.
I don't like chunks of fat, like slimy things in my mouth.
Well, there you go. Keep a lid on it over there. Keep a lid on it.
I just took a drink.
Keep a lid on it.
Just took
Keep
a
a
drink.
lid on it. Do I like the rat's tourniquet? Lasagna. Falcon. That's cool. That is
We
correct.
have to make a lasagna sticker now. It's coming.
The rat's tourniquet is not a bad tourniquet, except that there have been documented incidents where the casualty who has been treated with that tourniquet has been moved, and in some cases, that tourniquet can loosen because of the way that it's fastened. And if the tourniquet loosens, you don't have a tourniquet. And 100% of the time, we are going to move the casualty after the tourniquet is applied. I'm not going to tourniquet you and then leave you there. So, yeah, right. It's like, and your time starts now. Later, bro. Right? Like, so if we're applying a tourniquet, that means we're moving the casualty. And if there's a chance that that tourniquet's going to loosen after we apply the tourniquet, then that to me is a subpar product. So I don't like it for that. I've also had a lot of people that have hit me with conflicting stories of that and anecdotal data, and that's cool. But I've seen enough documented incidents with it that I don't trust it. And so my workaround on that is the SWAT T, because the SWAT T performs the functions of a tourniquet in a very similar way to the rats, but it's cohesive. It basically sticks to itself. When you stick the loose end back inside of itself, it's under tension and it holds. And you can use the SWAT T on any diameter limb, from a toddler limb to my limb, right, or my leg. So I like it. I like it a lot more than the rats. It costs less. It's easier to pack than the rats in my mind. I'm just not a huge rats fan. There are people that are, and I don't begrudge them that, but I'm just not. 4? 4? There's 4 left? Y'all people need new hobbies, man. I mean, I love you, but
Yeah.
4? Okay.
Somebody asked about Tactical Chicken Patch, and yes, it's coming. I'm like,
Oh, it is.
We sell medical kits too.
yes. I've just been kind of having to go back and forth with the.
This whole first aid
Color
company has
design
been
approval.
a cover for my wife to just sell stickers and patches. Little did I know.
Think about all the kits that they don't even know about yet.
That's true. There are like 3 more kits coming that y'all don't know about. So
She does
yeah,
have a
Badger. I
store.
mean, I know she does, but
I think
damn it, I want her to run the store my way.
there's a tactical chicken hat.
The battle going to be a patch, maybe.
We need a sticker of the month club. That is a good idea. Take a memo.
So you sticker every month.
So literally, she was taking a memo before I said that. That is a good idea.
We could figure something out.
Yes, Badger's in.
All exclusive
I guess it's a
stickers.
hobby. Okay, fine, it's a hobby. I appreciate y'all.
Comprehensive kit for the homestead. Already
Well,
have the adventure kit.
If you have the adventure kit, that means that you can deal with broken bones, bullet holes, and band-aids. One of the things that I've found, I mean, I harp on this all the time. You do not need to get this from us, but you should get gauze, tape, gloves, and disinfectant. Those 4 things is going to be the majority of what you go through. Gauze, tape, gloves, disinfectant, treating anything. And it takes... if you have a major laceration or a penetrating wound, it takes a lot more gauze over a much longer period of time than you think to treat that wound. That being said, cohesive bandages and ace bandages are your friend, not just for yourself, but also for your animals. I would also think a little bit about wound closure, like steri strips. I mean, if you have the adventure kit, you have steri strips, you have sutures. Super glue is not a bad idea to have laying around. Over-the-counter pain medicines, stuff like that. What else would I have? I mean, what else do we have? That's predominantly what we run.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we run. Anything beyond minor surgery, then I'm looking for help from somebody that knows more than I do.
Right.
And so I would have everything up to minor surgery. Staples is not a bad idea, especially for livestock, man. Vet wrap. See, vet wrap, when you say vet wrap, is what I mean when I say cohesive bandages. It's the same thing.
Stuff.
Same thing. Somebody said TCCC classes. We have, I think, 10 dates left for...
Like
10 spots
instructions
left.
on how to use the stuff in their kit, and I said it's kind of hard. You have to actually take the class. That's why we're
Yep.
having the class.
Yeah. Yeah, we in Fayetteville, Arkansas, September 20th, we have a few dates left and or a few slots left. And I would highly recommend you come. I mean, listen, first of all, I'll be there. No. Nope. No, we shall not. Secrets.
Maybe they sell
September 20th, Fayetteville, Arkansas, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Sequoia Retreat Center. We will be there. The TCCC instructor is the person who was on the TCCC board for the state of Arkansas. So the curriculum 100% adheres to TCCC protocols. And that same person was a Marine combat corpsman attached to SEAL platoons in Afghanistan and a SWAT medic and just generally a badass. And that is who will be teaching your course. And it is an 8-hour course that has been condensed down into 4 hours for civilians, for our law enforcement friends and brothers. Yes, one left. One left. There is one of them freaking stickers left.
We're not even going to get one.
If you want a battle goat, there is one left. For our law enforcement brethren, our brothers and our sisters who wear badges, we have an 8-hour course available, and we're working on a 3-day course. But the 8-hour course only costs a little bit more than a 4-hour course. And we are Arkansas Cleft certified, which means we can teach you in the state of Arkansas. And we are moments away from having our Oklahoma Cleat certification, meaning we can teach law enforcement in Oklahoma. And we are also working on a grant writer to be able to procure state and federal grant monies for your department, so you get the kits, the training kits, and the training at no cost to you. So that's
what
for
my call was about.
that's
We're moving forward on that.
that's for law enforcement. But for civilian sheepdogs, people who would like to know, we have that 8-hour course condensed down into a 4-hour course, and your next and maybe only availability in 2020, I don't know yet, is September 20th in Fayetteville, Arkansas. You can fly into the airport in Fayetteville. There's a good airport there. And you can stay locally. You can stay on property, and I'll be there. So there you go.
It's a cool place.
It's a cool place. It is a cool place.
And they're gone.
Who's gone?
My
The
stickers.
And the stickers are gone. Y'all are ridiculous.
You said you got to have them in the store when you talk about it.
Yes. So Battlefield lasagna sticker. I'm not doing battle when it comes to lasagna.
Sometimes. War.
Lasagna is the type of dish that is best consumed with a friend. You know what I mean? There's just too much going on there for you to try and attack that thing solo.
Right.
And you feel the guilt and shame afterwards when you try and eat lasagna solo. And it's just bad. It's bad news. Always need a friend. So,
You need your helpmate warrior.
yes.
Yeah, I think we need lasagna and we need ufta.
We need there's a Torah for that sticker.
And the Torah for that.
Oh
sticker.
my gosh.
So there's 3 right there, y'all.
Yes, I will do battle with other people if they get in the way of lasagna for sure.
9 more months to go.
Very true.
Stickers are cheaper to collect than Fairfax.
Although if you buy enough of them.
You get stickers too.
Yes to the Torah sticker. Shaloha. Spartan Sun 527. Oh, that breeze is awesome.
I know, it feels wonderful outside.
It's like not August.
Yeah.
It is like not August, indeed. Tactical Tums for all that MRE Tabasco. Geist 88, you are so correct. Bless you. Battle for lasagna, not with lasagna. Agreed. Appalachian Preparedness. Shalom. Appalachia is freaking gorgeous. Have y'all ever been through it? I love it.
Appalachia?
Appalachia.
Isn't that what you found?
That's
Appalachia.
the Appalachian.
Listen, it depends on where you're from when
It's
you say that word.
Appalachian.
Why don't you say some other words?
Appalachian.
Southern lady. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Like what? What do you want me to say?
Is a 4-man mag enough? Ooh, that's a great question. Is a 4-man mag enough? Do those men have families and are their families on board? Because if the answer is yes, that means you don't have a 4-man mag. That means you have a 20-person mag, which is absolutely enough. But if you have 4 men that are the opposite end of the spectrum, that are, you know, playing in multicam, talking about, yo, when the government tried to come take my guns, or all that bull crap, then the answer is no.
Well, and I was going to say, like, are they knowledgeable?
Mm-hmm.
Because,
What for men?
yeah,
Yeah.
like, if one dude knows
Soy boys.
5 different things, like, and can do them all very well, then
Yep.
that adds value to just that one person, as opposed to
What's
knowing
that?
Gonna be
When
working really hard.
Gonna be working really hard too. But I mean,
What?
again,
Oh, no. I gotta
well,
go
put
check
it in the
my
micro.
cheese.
Well, wait a minute.
Yeah,
whoa,
Bo
wait a
broke
minute,
it.
Bo. We need a model
Niner.
number on that. Renee needs to do her magic on the model.
I got to ride a horse today, guys.
You got to ride a horse today? Tell them about riding a horse today.
It was awesome.
What was your horse's name?
Cappy.
Cappy.
Yeah.
Did you pop a cappy in it?
No.
Okay, that's good. There's a Torah for that. Why were you riding a horse today?
Because it's fun.
Because it's fun. We're just like, hey, why don't you go have a fun day?
No, because it's part of... Because they went and got firewood from the lady that does the lessons.
What?
No, you gotta listen to my story.
Could you learn the English,
I
please?
am languishing.
It's a homeschool class.
It's a homeschool class. Is the
No,
point that I'm
I'm
getting.
kidding.
I couldn't set this up better for you. This is like if like a professional baseball player walked up to one of those T-ball stands with the baseball sitting on it, and all he's got to do is swing and knock it out of the park.
I was getting to that.
Okay,
I was
go ahead.
Going to the backstory.
Start swinging.
They had... Dad got firewood from there. It's like against his sacred rules, but he got
Like
firewood
2
from
years ago,
someone else.
had to have
So
firewood.
confused why you bought firewood.
Yeah,
And
because Grandma needed it,
they did.
and I didn't have the time,
They
and
do
so we
horse
bought
lessons.
firewood.
Horses, horseback riding lessons, and we thought it would be a good idea. Homeschool. So
So you and how many others went?
there was
No, not names. How many others? Numbers.
3 other people.
OPSEC kid. Jeez.
The neighbors.
The
Yeah,
neighbors.
neighbors.
There were 3 of you?
No.
Daddy.
There were 4 of us.
There
3
were
other.
4 of you total.
I took your spot, mother.
Chunks
I
of
know.
cheese.
Hey, I'm telling my
In or out,
horseback
child?
riding story.
Go get your dinner.
Well, I'm talking.
Oh. he asked her about horseback riding lessons. She's like, there was this lady my dad got firewood from. It was a good class,
Wait, someone
right?
was asking me
She
something.
sent you guys home with like a worksheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, get over there.
Hey,
She knows tail, head, legs.
Yeah.
Sort of horse.
Go get the off the top shelf in the fridge and bring it to me, please. Go lay down, dog.
it's actually a diet.
It was a four-legged one
No.
with a mane and a tail.
It was a wild Mustang.
It was not a wild Mustang. You did not ride a wild Mustang today.
It was a used to be.
How many
Wild Mustang.
Fortner Frontier leather? Shalom, brother. She did not ride a wild Mustang
It
today.
was a used to be, like
It's a
2 years
tame
ago.
Wild Mustang.
Yeah.
Then how do they know it's 29 years old?
Well,
That
maybe
horse
that
was
one-
not a wild Mustang.
Maybe that one wasn't. I
Yeah.
don't know. That's what happens when your teenager describes stuff.
No, it's cool. It's definitely cool,
They
but
had fun and it was school.
yes, it was cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, child.
They thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, totally.
Go eat dinner. Be productive. Yes.
You get this thing I sent you. Yes, we did.
What do we get?
What
A
we got?
sling.
We got,
I don't know.
We gotta
We
get
got a lot of
Gary's
cool stuff.
slings into the store
We got a lot
tomorrow.
of cool stuff.
Take
Okay.
a memo.
Gary slings in the store.
Gary?
Is that the
Gary.
leather one?
No.
Oh.
Gary's slings in the store tomorrow, please.
Got it.
Adding slings to the store tomorrow. There you go.
We already added the sticker. We need a sticker of the month.
Sticker of the month
How's
club.
the Roots cabin coming? It got
How's-
delivered today.
How is the root cabin coming?
It got here today, y'all. It arrived. If you haven't checked it out, I've uploaded a video already. I'm good on the content thing. It even has like fancy blue boxes in it already because I know this guy who like got his tools and started doing electrical things. Yes, it showed up today. Hami tried to leave the homestead and she couldn't because she was blocked in by the big old cabin.
Yeah, the
coming down
cabin took
road.
up our whole road.
It took up the
So
whole road coming down. So you had to arrive today. If you want to go check it out, Stumps, Roots, and Shoots, there's a video on it. But it's here.
It's
now we have to
super
build it
awesome.
out. But
Yeah, well, I mean, calling it a road, you know, like people who live in
Yeah.
actual places would not.
no,
like,
if
this
another
is not a road.
if another
That's just
car
really
comes, you have to like
smooth dirt.
swerve.
Yeah.
yeah.
You go over.
Yeah, I couldn't even
You
get
hope
off
they
in
don't
the
hit
ditch
you.
because it took over both sides
What
of
are
the
you
road.
doing to him? Don't stick your finger in
What's
his
going
water
on?
bottle.
There's stuff going on over there. But yeah, it's here.
That's how you
So
catch
we
a wolf,
officially
son.
have like a real cabin.
A
And
real house.
a real house, and now we just have to like build it out because
Yeah,
TJ
we're
says
gonna
we
tell the
can't,
whole internet.
we can't
Everybody's
live in
gonna
it
know
until
now.
we do some things to it,
Yeah, like water.
like water and electric and
Minor things.
insulation.
Minor things.
Yeah,
Because he says you shouldn't live in it until you have the insulation, and then you cover up the insulation because it'll make you itchy.
Because the art of installing insulation will get fiberglass all
Yeah.
over
Right.
all
I've-
the soft things in your house.
I've only ever
Fiberglass
lived
sucks,
in
y'all.
houses that were already created,
Right.
Yeah.
but I'm here now and I'm willing to learn, and I just hand him things, water. I say I don't know what I'm doing, but do you need a water? What do you need?
Yeah.
Like what can I hand you?
I bought chicken today. That was my job.
She did. She
You
bought
bought chicken?
Well, we were busy, so she made chicken tenders and she gave them to me, so I wasn't hungry.
Oh, that's fine.
Right. There was
Got it.
there was a goal.
It was to
very
fill
I
her
thought you,
belly
like-
so she didn't get grumpy.
I thought you like went to the store and got chicken for
No.
dinner.
It
No.
was like, Renee, eat this so you don't die.
No,
watching
I
your
won't be
cabin.
No, I-
buying chicken
So
for like
newsflash, I ate one of those chicken tenders too
2
because
years.
I was on the verge of hangry. So that was good. That was a good thing.
yeah.
Yeah, we might not buy chicken ever again. Between what's in the freezer, what's in the other freezer, what's in that third freezer, what's in the upright freezer, what's in the freezer at the office,
Plus
what's
the
in the
whole
fridge,
chickens.
what's in your freezer,
Neighbor's
what's in
freezer.
grandma's freezer, what's in the neighbor's freezer over there, what's in the neighbor's freezer over there,
That's
and
before
then
we
the
get to the
100
cans.
chickens that live here that also make more chickens. We
They
might,
just did that today.
yeah, they do that.
Yeah. I have more babies.
They make more chickens, so we might never
That
make.
doesn't count the like.
I gotta send
100
some home with you. We were supposed to do that last time.
Chicken? You
Baby
want chicken?
chickens or real chicken? Or like,
I can't have little chickens.
no.
The frozen kind.
Take
The-
the freezer. What do you want?
Yeah, we gotta remember. Like, we got all the chicken you want, man.
Put
Like,
the freezer.
Where'd all the chat go?
Put it in
Did you
boxes.
turn it off?
I didn't turn the chat off. Who turned the chat off?
I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know.
they're just not talking.
Somebody pressed the
I
button.
doubt that. I doubt they're not.
There we go. Now I see you peoples.
Yeah, go get it. I served on
Load up.
You're so good.
I apologize for the chunks of cheese.
I like it.
Bear's Chicken Shack. So you don't even know what we said. Well, there's 586 people here, so I probably don't know what you said. Not one more inch.
Used people
Shaloha.
are cool.
Used people?
No, he said us
Oh.
people are cool, and I was saying use,
Oh.
like use guys.
Oh.
Thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Concrete,
the
Roger.
Appalachian. Appalachian, not Appalachian.
This is so good.
Thoughts on a 30,000 gallon above ground water tank that is filled by roof runoff? Keep a lid on it. Treat it with chemicals, or you're going to have a giant stinky mess on your hands. Brad Spriggs is here. He is cool. I did shoot my last guinea just prior to Passover, so it's been a while. I was reading for the podcast, which I had been very lacking in lately because, you know, there's only 24 hours in a day and I got to sleep at least some of them. But I shot the last guinea on the podcast because I was reading the book of Matthew about the Passover and the sacrifice of Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ. And this freaking guinea comes running from 150 yards away. Bap, 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 and so I shot it with a 45 hollow point, and live on the podcast, and then continued reading. So anyway, the book of Matthew said, and we continued.
You see what he said?
Don't feed the trolls, man.
You need to ban him.
Well, I didn't see him.
Oh, you don't want to know what he said.
He's probably just a shithead. Oh, you already got him.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got him, but I
just
can't
reported
delete
him.
No, you already did that.
But I can't ban him.
You hid user from channel.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the same thing.
Oh.
Good job.
I was trying to do everything I could to get him to never show up again.
Don't worry. He could just come here and then never show up again.
Oh.
We could explode some
I
faces.
will do some
Yeah.
on him.
I would do the bang bang pew pew.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby stabby.
It's all good, Badge. It's all good.
Throat punch.
Blue Andrew Barnes, Shaloha, brother. Robust compost pile. Okie, that is correct. Can't find decompression needles on the website. That is correct. You can only get them in the kits. You cannot buy them as an individual product. It's the only thing in our kits that we do not offer as an individual product because liabilities and
They're
things.
dangerous.
Right.
Frankly,
You can't just go around stabbing people in the chest with needles.
if you poke a hole in your buddy's heart with a decompression needle, I'm gonna feel really bad for you. Like, legitimately, I'm gonna feel really bad for you. But it's not my problem. But, however, but I'm willing to absorb the product liability, frankly, on my first aid kits by including them, but I'm not willing to absorb the product liability
as a single person.
as offering them as an individual item. So, yeah. So, and it's one of the things that makes the Bear Fac and the Bare Minimum legitimately worth purchasing. Same thing with the Adventure Kit, and soon to be the Combat Lifesaver Kit, and the Stomp Bag, and the Crash Kit, and everything else we have going on, because you can get a legitimate ARS 14 gauge decompression needle. So, and training. That is correct. Here's how to not poke a hole in your buddy's heart. So,
Right. Yeah. Don't do
Google intercostal space, find out where the intercostal spaces are, and then figure out how to palpate for between the second and fourth, aka the third, but anywhere between 2, 3, and 4 intercostal space. That's where it needs to go.
that. I trained with Red Frog team.
I trained with Red Frog team. Told them about your shout out. They love your Bear Fac and they're swamped in Portland. Yeah, Oregon Berry. Yeah, we like Red Frog a lot. We've been talking to those people quite a bit. They're awesome people. Kind of got their hands full at the moment, but at some point we are investigating doing training out there where we are going to bring our training cadre to them and put an event together out there. So Oregon Berry, if you're into that, let them know. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. So,
Good dinner, y'all? All right, awesome.
It was so good.
is it fabulous? I might go get a bowl.
Fabuloso.
So fabulous.
I like the big pieces of cheese.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Okay,
Surprisingly,
awesome.
Surprisingly, I did.
When is Garand Thumb doing that review? He is not. Here's why he's not. Because when you achieve that size channel on YouTube and you want people, and people like me want you with your massive channel to talk about our product, it's what's called pay to play, aka third party advertising. And there's two reasons why he will not, and I've got nothing against Mike, he's a great guy. There's two reasons why he will not review our kit. The first is, I'm not paying him $10,000 to talk nice about my kit. I don't have $10,000 to talk nice about my kit. And I don't need him to talk nice about my kit. Frankly, it's everything we can do to keep up with the amount of orders that we have right now. The last thing I need is Garand Thumb talking nice about our kit.
Right, yeah.
That would be the kiss of death. Sure, I'll eat.
Okay.
Thanks.
But it was the last, so I was like, I'm gonna get it now.
Thank you.
So I'll get it.
So that being said, again, to repeat, I have nothing against Mike, but I'm not paying $10,000 for somebody to talk nice about our kit.
Good.
The next is, he is a big proponent of Blue Force gear, and he has existing partnerships with other manufacturers that if he goes talking about how good our stuff is, it's going to detract from sales with people he has existing partnerships with. So he can't just start talking about, he has a conflict of interest. And he has not told me any of this. So to be completely clear, I'm assuming, I'm putting words in his mouth, and I'm happy to be proven wrong. He can call me or email me and we'll work out the details. But I'm extrapolating based upon my experience in business. This is what's going on. First, I'm not paying him to talk nice about our stuff. Second, there's other people that are paying him to talk nice about their stuff. And if he talks nice about our stuff, it could put the kibosh on the relationship he already has with other people who do similar things, although frankly not near as good as we do. So that's why you're not seeing a Bear Fac review from a lot of different channels. So there's a deal. However, but we are working diligently on our end to spin up production of the Bear Fac and the Bare Minimum pouches. So
We're trying to keep up with y'all's demand. Like,
we are keeping up with your demand.
yeah.
We're just at the point where we cannot. If I had another
on.
channel
Yeah. No.
pimping our stuff, it would be the kiss of death. So, what's for dinner? They want to know. Thank you, Renee.
Cheesy chicken, broccoli, rice.
It's like one
So-
of those 7 meals.
It is one of the 7 meals thing.
Cook a bunch of chicken. You can do it on the bone, off the bone, whatever. Cook it up, dice it or shred it, and then generally enough water just to cover up the chicken, and then either a can of cream of mushroom or cream of chicken soup. And then my family is picky eaters,
Got you, concrete.
so we do broccoli, but I have to like pulverize the crap out of it with the food processor. So I do that. You could also just put in whole broccoli. And then cheese. After that, after the broccoli cooks, actually rice. Put in your rice. And then once your rice is cooked,
Back
the
up.
cheese follows until it's all melty and delicious.
What are you doing?
What's your name, Ripley?
What?
What? What do you need?
Can I have a popsicle? And then
You gotta go talk to Shine.
I ate all my food.
Okay, go talk to Cheyenne. I think it's a mole.
He looks like the youngest old man. You know?
Like the youngest.
But yeah, this is one of my family's like favorite meals. Especially when you have so much chicken.
Yes, so much chicken.
Yeah. All the ways that you can make chicken.
The best. Tremendous, believe me. Yeah, Oki made some freaking awesome turkey enchiladas one day.
Yeah.
Oki walked in here, was like, I was like, hey man, great to see you. I don't even remember what happened. I was like, let's hang out at noon. And he showed up and like life had happened. There were
we
a bunch
hadn't
of
cooked
people here.
anything.
I was like, hey man, it's great to see you. Can you feed all of us? He was like, sure. And he starts plowing through the fridge and he's like, I need turmeric and do you have, whatever. I don't even remember.
Cumin and
Can't think of it.
fajita seasoning.
No.
Oh.
The flat round bread that you put the things in.
Tortillas.
Tortillas. Thank you. I was like, yes, we do. He goes, okay, got it. Turkey enchiladas. And they were freaking awesome.
Yeah, they really were.
Yeah.
And like homemade Spanish rice and like,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
do
that's
we always have lots of people over? Well, since lots of people have moved around here, yeah. What, baby?
Not normal.
we have the big house. Okay?
Yeah.
And so like we have hot and cold running water, we have air conditioning, we have electricity, we have a stove, we used to have a microwave, but so not only that, yes, we have a big dining room table. So yeah, we almost always have a lot of people over. Which is something really that
Just let her have a sucker.
it's something that be easy. It's something that for everybody that thinks when the world ends as if it's not ending right now, you're all gonna come together with all your people and you're just gonna live in peace, love, and harmony. You need to start doing it now.
Yeah.
You need to start practicing now because
If you're not perfectly meshed, it's not easy.
and you have to be in covenant with one another. You have to agree on the big things, and you need to be able to work through the little things. Because if you're not, it's not easy, period. But it's worth paying the price of it not being easy to get to the good stuff that is living communally with people. So, it is very good.
It's spicy.
Yeah, what'd you put in it?
It's got a good kick.
It's that jalapeno.
Jalapeno cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, that's from the cheese? Very
I
good.
got that from a.
Yeah, it was that big block.
I'm getting used to humans. Yep. Me too.
Exactly.
But,
They make your life a lot easier.
I mean, the other thing to
As
understand.
long as you get along.
The other thing to understand is like we have different groups of people within our greater tribe, and each group of people has its own distinct vibe and its own distinct way of doing things. We all keep the Torah. We all acknowledge that Yeshua is Messiah. We all walk to the best of our ability, blamelessly in the commands of the Most High. But every camp has its own vibe. And that's cool. It's very cool. But to find that synergy would be the word that they would use in corporate America. To find that balance between all the different people. What? Gosh dang, how many popsicle questions are we gonna get?
Cheyenne is in charge of.
Go see Cheyenne.
Don't ask the guy on the internet.
See? See what I mean? That's why you gotta do this.
They have to know that as many adults as they see on camera, there's like double the kids behind the scenes.
Or 6 times.
Or
Yeah.
6 times. So
No specifics.
there's,
But here's the
there's
deal.
a lot of people on the back.
Here's the deal. If you think that on the worst day of your life, you're going to get together with a group of people that you have limited context with. Now, granted, limited's better than none by a lot. But there's a lot of stuff that has to get figured out. There are ways that we do things here that are different than how our brothers do it elsewhere. What? No, I want to finish my thought.
No.
Gosh dang. Never mind. Y'all figure it out.
His pet peeve of all pet peeves.
I hate being interrupted. I hate being interrupted. I hate being interrupted. But I'm just going to sit here and eat my cheesy chicken broccoli rice. You talk to them. Go ahead, tell them. Tell them how it is.
Yep,
Tactical chicken show. Go on with it.
that's how it is. Yeah, he's got tactical frustration.
No lasagna.
Lasagna.
Not enough lasagna, too many popsicles.
How do you find other people in your area who are preppers when you are fairly new to the prepping game or communal type people? So, us personally, they tend to find us.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, people tend to find us. So, but before that, we would just simply talk to people. Like, this man right here is a talker. Believe it or not.
Pretty sure you met somebody in the canning aisle.
Yeah. She instigated. I wouldn't have talked. But he loves to talk. So he'll talk about anything, especially things that he's passionate about. And his passion is contagious. So even if you aren't necessarily, like, if prepping wasn't the first thing on your priority list after you got done talking with TJ, it would be. But that's why we started the forums at Bear Independent, is so that people had a place that they could go and find other like-minded people in their general area. So use the forums. There's tons of like statewide prepper sites on social media that you can try looking through there and finding like-minded people. You could put an ad out on Craigslist.
That's
Not guarantee you're gonna get preppers
You'll get
responding to
solicited.
you, right? But
Maybe
that
arrested.
could be an option.
They're not going to let you get little Mike.
If you can't find other preppers around you, and believe me, they're there. They are there. If you can't find preppers around you, just stand up and say, hey, I'm here. Who wants to hang out? This channel, when it first started, was called NTX MAG, the North Texas Mutual Assistance Group, because that's where I was, and that's what I was doing. So,
Go ahead, you talk.
if you can't find people near you, figure it out. I started this channel to find people near me.
Before I die. I win.
Viking Preparedness Patreon page. There's constantly posts being posted there about the Viking network, people trying to meet up and meet with one another. Gotten 1,000 questions and comments about the American contingency group. I addressed this morning. I don't know. I have no idea. But, you know, PrepperNet, I've not heard good things about PrepperNet. They don't seem to pour into their administrators. They seem to leave people high and dry, which is what I've heard from several different lead people who were appointed by the person who started PrepperNet. But American contingency, I have no idea. I have no freaking idea. But that being said, I think what you have to understand is that preparedness is just living a life that allows you to be independent of a busted, broken system. And so look for people that are already doing that. Look for people that have greenhouses on their property, people that are growing large gardens, people that are coming and going from the range, people that are, you know, working on their own vehicles, you know, things like that. So that what you're looking for is mindset and spirit more than a bunch of stuff, people that have stockpiled a bunch of stuff. So, sorry, my train of thought is completely derailed. What else we got? How's school going? Well, just started. Yes, ABT, that show is coming. Bless you, Midwest Mini Homestead. We had marksmanship training this morning for school, and the girls rode horses. So boys had marksmanship class, girls had horseback riding. Equestrian. Yes, there are more homeschool Zooms coming on Patreon when I have no idea. How do you make sure everyone in your tribe is on the same page? By being diligently involved with one another, and when somebody's falling down, you pick them up, and if they fall down again, then you sit them down and talk to them. If they fall down a third time, you really sit them down and talk to them. That's how. By being brutally honest with each other. And for us, by understanding that it's not my opinion of how we should live, we submit ourselves to a higher authority than that. And that makes it really easy to figure out if I'm in line or if I'm out of line. If my brother over there is out of line or in line. When the ultimate arbiter of truth is yourself, nobody's going to fall in line with you. When the ultimate arbiter of truth is outside of you, and you put that responsibility where it belongs on the Father, then a lot of people will partner with you. And that's how we live our life. We all come in agreement that any one of us at any time could say, hey, you're messing up because it says here in Numbers chapter 9 or Leviticus 18 or the Gospel of John chapter 16 or whatever, and I don't get to reject that. So if you're trying to get everybody on the same page, you need to know what page that is. There's a Torah for that, just saying. Yep. Amen, concrete. Neil Turner, thank you. I got the in between the eyes headache. That's the good one. I might need to fall face first on my bed in the near future. So. Andrew, copy. No goat target practice tonight. No, they are in their pen.
They're happy. They're
The moment they are not in their pen, they will be dealt with accordingly. Oh, man. Shalom, Danny Jackson. Go to work. I like that shirt, dude. Me too. That's why I own it.
I bought it for you.
You bought it?
I bought it.
What was that? Gosh, what's that? Auctioneer dude. There was some guy, auctioneer dude, was like, "Hey man, can I get a 10? 15? You bought it." That guy. You know who I'm talking about?
I know exactly who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
What show was that?
The name was.
You bought it. That was awesome. I'm gonna cut the sleeves off of this thing.
You cut the sleeves off of everything.
Why not? Do you have a backup battle rifle? OPSEC? Bro, how about a mini inset review? Xavier, I need you for 12 seconds, please.
Oh dear. Yes.
No, I'm just off camera.
Okay.
In the office inside in there,
Yes.
as you're walking down the hallway, look down on the left-hand side. You'll see a black scoped rifle. Can you bring it here,
Leaned
please?
up against the 2x4s.
Please to bring for me for a nice review for make. Bass Eagle Ghost Talon paintball gun. What? Mitch, I think Mitch has been drinking. No, Mitch, you can't put bayonets on this. And see, there's no bayonet lug, and it's not 300 Win Mag.
Sam's sticker is going to have a bayonet.
The Sam sticker gets a bayonet?
Yeah.
He's a freaking dog.
Yeah.
How you gonna put a bayonet on a dog?
They want Tommy to do a review.
Thank you.
Giant thing.
You want to do a review on that, Homie?
I can do that.
All right, so first of all, this is a rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. This is a Palmetto with an FN 18-inch heavy barrel. Heavy. It's actually marked FN. You can't see it because lighting is terrible. But this has an 18-inch heavy barrel on it, and it is heavy. It has the Magpul bipod on it, which I got for testing and review, and frankly, I think it's cool as hell. Got large central knob here for adjusting the pivot and the swivel, which is awesome. And then the legs adjust. They have these little push buttons right underneath here. Can you see that? There's a push button right there. You can push that and slide the leg out. And it has lots of incrementation. Where'd it go? Inside of here. See? So you can fairly finely adjust
Multi-level.
how much expansion on that you want, and then it locks in the downward position. There's another button right here. You can press that and fold it back up. And what I do like about the fact that it locks in the open position is that you can really load this bipod. You can really push into it and it's locked in the open position. So big fan of that. I like the big knurled nut in the center here that you can really lock it down if you need to, or you can keep it loose and good night, Ross, and get behind it. So for $100, that's the Magpul bipod there. And I've got an Olight Odin on this, cause guns need lights. So there you go. Yes, I need to blind people. Why does a gun like this need a light on it? Well, it doesn't necessarily need a light on it, but here's the idea. The optic is a primary arms 4 to 14, okay? 4 power for me is a bit too much power for shooting things that are up close. So if I want to shoot things that are up close, I have offset sights right here from Ozark Armament, okay? Front sight post with a rear sight here with a ghost ring on it, 2 apertures. There's that aperture, and then a precision aperture, and adjustable for windage and elevation. So that if you need to make a close shot with this, you can, using the iron sights, and you have a weapons light if you need to illuminate the target. If you need to, but let's be frank, really kind of a second cool kind of thing.
Well, you didn't show me your touchpad thing.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. Just for the light on-off switch. The heart of this gun is the FN barrel, which you can't see, but it definitely is embossed with FN right there. It's an FN heavy barrel, running a Ravage Arms muzzle brake. It's in 5.56, and this gun is a half MOA gun thus far, shooting off of the back of a 4-wheeler. So once I actually get it on a bench rest, I think I can do better than that. It's got the Palmetto 2-stage nickel boron trigger in it. There's the first stage right there. First stage, about 1/8 of an inch of travel. Then second stage, it's right there. It's probably about 3.5, maybe 4 pounds. Don't love it as much as a single stage trigger, but it works. Magpul furniture here and here, and then the primary arms Arc 2 MOA 4 to 14 with side adjust parallax, return to 0 windage and elevation, and then an illuminated first focal plane reticle with 5 different power settings for the reticle. And this is essentially, if you had to, a DMR type rifle, and it's in 5.56, and I like it very much. And the ammo that I have zeroed it on is 50 grain Hornady. Why? Because this stuff is obnoxiously accurate. Obnoxiously accurate. My Recce rifle runs that at 1/3 of an MOA. So there's that for a mini inset review. This is a Palmetto DMR. You will see more of it. You will especially see more of it if you're on Patreon, and I enjoy the hell out of it. So, sir, please to return to the office for review to make nice for people of the webs. Thank you so much.
Good job.
The best. The best. He didn't understand.
Yeah, you don't want
I
me to
spoke
do that.
Asian so hard you didn't actually understand what I was saying. Can you put this back, please? Thank you. So,
Don't want my review that one. 'Cause I wouldn't know that.
You didn't know it. Loady.
Yeah, the Lodi.
Baby.
Bear, do more range videos. Yeah, yes, question mark. One of the things that I think most people don't understand is that it takes 2 to 3 times as long to film something as it does to do something. And if the thing that you're doing is an hour long, guess what? You just burnt 3 hours of the actual time of capturing the footage, to say nothing of editing, uploading, the whole nine. I do have some more range videos coming on Patreon. I'm not terribly interested in doing them on YouTube because we're already on YouTube's hit list. They already hate my guts. Why am I just going to give them more, fodder for the machine? Go, oh, hey, we hate his guts and now he's shooting guns again on camera? Kiss my ass. So I'll do some of that. To the extent that I do more of it, I will do it on Patreon. I will not do it here on YouTube. We are actively looking for replacements for YouTube. It's just like, I don't talk about it a lot because I don't want it to be the overarching theme of this channel. But every day, they mess with us. So, do you have a 308 AR, Bear? Maybe? So, Bear, what about hand-to-hand combatives and personal defense? Yes, absolutely. Why not the M4? I don't know what you mean by that. I used to have one. It's in the lake. Exactly. What type of sight scope for standard AR? This question all the time. Philosophy of use. Are you shooting 200 yards or 500 yards? Either a red dot sight or a magnified optic or a low power variable optic, a 1 to 8, something like that. So I have the primary arms 1 to 8 on my recce rifle. I like it quite a bit. And I have Sig Romeo 5s on several other rifles, and I like them quite a bit. So yeah, we are aware of the options. We are weighing our options currently. Thank you, though. Garden's great. Just posted a garden update today on Patreon. So I love my recce rifle, too. It's muy fabuloso. Yes. Yes. Patriot, or Concrete, rather. Yes, we're doing a fall garden, but it's not going to be in the garden. We're going to cover the garden space until springtime. All-time favorite Bible verse. I sign my correspondence, Exodus 15:3. Yahweh is a warrior, Yahweh is his name. And I sign that for two reasons. The first is, in the King James, it says, the Lord is a warrior, the Lord is his name, which is clearly bullcrap because the Lord is a title, not a name. Yahweh, or Yahuwah, or Yahweh, that's his name, or Yahovah, or however you see fit to pronounce it. Yod-He, Vav-He, that is his name, not the Lord. Thank you, King James. The second reason is he's a warrior, and we are fearfully and wonderfully created in his image. That means the implication is on us to get off our ass and go fight battles. And if not that, then 1 Peter 2, verse 21, for this you were called, that Messiah, having suffered for your sins, that you might walk in his steps, that in him there is no sin and no deceit has been found in his mouth, who, being reviled, did not revile in return, but committed himself to him who judges righteously. For you were dead to your sins. He suffered for your sins and took them upon them, bore them upon the cross, so that you might live unto righteousness. For you were like sheep who had gone astray, but have now returned to the shepherd and overseer of your souls. Big fan of that one as well, because the implication again is you're not simply called to believe in Messiah. You're called to believe in Messiah and then walk in his footsteps. So there's an implication there to do, not to simply talk about or to exist. It's to do. So Barry, what do you think the next event will be and when? I think we're going to have a lockdown in October. I hope not, but I think we're going to have a lockdown in October. And I can't give you pointed reasons why. It's just my gut feeling at this point. We will have a lockdown in October. I think we should all be ready to stay in our homes from October to January. Start buying toilet paper now. So we know that Sam was smelling something. He's a dog. That's his job. His job is to smell things and kill things on the homestead. Okay? That's his job.
He knows what he can and cannot eat.
Animal feed, we're gonna need it. Yeah, we're looking at getting a square baler because the property next door is all pasture. And we have a tractor, so why not, right? Vicky Fulkerson, shalom, sister. Agreed. It was great to see you. Thank you for bearing with the ridiculousness that is my life. By the way, your cooler is right where you left it because #circumstances. So thank you very much. I also love the fact that I passed pertinent information to individuals via live stream with 600 other people here because it's like I know this stuff and I know that I should text or call somebody and tell them this, but it doesn't occur to me until I see them in the live stream and then I say these things. Core, K-O-R-E, High Desert. Yes, Lynn, I think that it has the potential to be a hard lockdown. If 2020 has taught us anything, I don't think we get to speak in absolutes anymore. I think it's just probability. So, fodder for feed for livestock. Yeah, so we have hay, we have corn stalks, we have lots of weeds. We have what's called privet, which is a hedge that grows around here. We have stuff that grows in the, bardocks and ditches, and there's plenty of food for animals around here. The cool thing about animals is that their superpower is to turn green stuff into meat, which I'm totally cool with. Because I'd rather eat the meat than the green stuff. I don't want to go eat a bunch of pine needles, but they'll eat it with a smile on their face. Are you here to tell us about Sam sniffing something as well? Are you sure? Do you want to tell us about Sam sniffing? Okay. You're not even outside. Okay, because I'm pretty sure I can see you. I have a paintball gun. Do you need some? Do you need to get some? No, you're a kid. Close my door, you get some. My old girl is sounding off as well. Yeah, there's something in the air. Gary, shalom, brother. Practically Torah, shalom. So, I believe you are a prophet if you don't take credit. Let's go with no, because the Torah explicitly says, he that prophesies in the name of Yahweh, and it shall not come to pass, you will take him outside of the gate and stone him to death, and I'd rather not be stoned to death. So I will just speak the convictions that are put on my heart from the Father, And if they are true, they are true. If they are false, they are false. But I am not in a position to say, the Lord God has told me that you need to fill in the blank or whatever. And I think the vast majority of people that do that need to be taken outside the gate and stoned to death. That being said, I do want Benny Hinn's white coat because I want to just smack people with that coat and scream "Be healed" at them. Be healed! And just, that coat had like magical powers. Knock people off of stages and lead weights. Yeah, I'm telling you, like I need to talk to Cody about that.
At some point.
Yeah, I got to get one of those. Sanctified Crypt Shalom. I got to get Cody to make me like a patent leather white coat, like a bear logo in it. I just smack people with it. I put bricks in the pockets though, when they're like, "Be healed up," bah! And it's like, I think he's dead. Well, I guess, he didn't believe enough. So, Hadouken. I thought you said Hoboken. Good night. Oh, Bamf Spike. Yes, Cody is visiting Rex. He's dead. His troubles are over. Amen. Favorite chainsaw minus a steel 461? That is a great question. I don't own a 461, although I must tell you I have been coveting the 461 for a while. I have a 391 that I like a lot, but my 660 066 Magnum is my jam. It is the best thing since sliced bread. I absolutely love it. It's been ported and tuned. It has an 8-tooth sprocket, big bore kit. It's just awesome. But I've heard phenomenal things about the 461. I would like to have a 461. I just can't justify spending $1,200 on another chainsaw when we have a stable of chainsaws already, all of which work and work fine. So, also, I've got a 360 that I like a lot for a mid-size saw. That's a great saw. Professional level saw. Now you're talking. Is a bug out location with good attributes but only 40 miles from St. Louis a C, D, or F location based on distance from a big city? Too close. You're too close. Remember, so you're not using that as a bug out location, you're using it as a retreat. That's the issue. You really should live there, but you don't because it's too hard or inconvenient, or your wife doesn't want to move there, or I don't know, I can't afford the land, or whatever, blah, 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 blah. You really should live there, but you don't. And so what you have is a retreat from the city, not a bug out location. 40 miles is too close. Because whatever it is that's happening, I'm 40 miles from the nearest big city, which is not a big city. I'm 40 miles from it right now. Gosh, I'm trying so much more to not say bad words right now, but if S is going bad over there, I'm only 40 miles from it. Too close. We're within a day or two, if not sooner, in this motorized lifestyle that we live, of things going bad here. When you bug out, it's to remove yourself with as much haste as possible from where things are bad to where things are not bad. And so that requires separation, geographical separation, regional geographic separation from where you were to where you are. 40 miles is not that. It's too close. You have a retreat that you should be living at, but you're not because you live in the city. So you have a retreat, Use that as your retreat. That's your A. You go there. You should already live there. And especially right now in COVID, you should already be working remotely from there right now. And then you find another place that's not 40 miles from a major city. St. Louis is a major city. The city that I'm 40 miles away from, you need a magnifying glass to find the dot on the map of. It's not a city. So 40 miles is too close for a bug out location. We have bug out locations from here. For example, this is a retreat location. We are here. It's not a bug out location because your bug out location is the place you go to when the place you are, you can't stay there. Well, what happens when we can't stay here? We go somewhere else. Well, we have several bug out locations on all points of the compass, and they're all far enough away that if things are bad here, they hopefully won't be bad there. 40 miles is not far enough away, in my opinion. Yeah, Tyler W, amen.
Sorry. I was in your light.
It's whatever. What are your thoughts about crossbows? I get this every Tactical Tuesday. Everything. I should do a standalone video called "What are your thoughts on crossbows?" My thoughts on crossbows are as follows. If you would like to have one, go for it. If where you live, it is not legal for you to own a firearm, go for it. Are they quiet? Yes. Are they efficient at killing things? Maybe. One target? Yes. Maybe 2 targets. Are they preferred over a rifle? No. Not at all. Can you kill game with it? Absolutely. Could you defend your homestead with it? Yes, if you had to. Is it ideal? No. Also understand that when you shoot a bolt from a crossbow, you only have so many bolts. You can only carry so many bolts. And you're taking your projectile and you're putting it over there. When I shoot a gun, I have zero expectation of getting that round that I just sent back and using it again. So at some point, all of your ammo is over there, and you have to go get it again. A lot of crossbows are very expensive, and you still need training to use them to be able to shoot them accurately and handle them safely. That being said, if where you are, you cannot own a firearm or firearms are not available, it is better than nothing. But I don't own a crossbow, and I am not interested in owning a crossbow because #tragic boating accidents. So if I need to poke holes in something, I have many other ways to do it more efficiently than with a crossbow. What do you think, Xavier? What? Do you agree? Do you concur, sir?
Yeah, I agree.
You agree?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to the people? No, you're good? That's fine. It's a special skill set, man. It's kind of, I get it. Fo, you want to talk to the people? No?
I'm just don't know why you want to shoot something that you're gonna have to go there and get if you want to shoot it again.
I have one. They're not that. They're kind of quiet.
You have one, and they're not that quiet. They're kind of loud. They do make some noise. Not as much as a gunshot.
Is it the noise of the arrow? Or the noise of the whip? Of the sling action?
Swords will be necessary when there are no more guns. Yes. Or, wait for it, axes. And I can also cut trees down with them and make firewood with them and build shelter with them and butcher animals with them and cave skulls with them. So,
Something
The
you,
girls ask for.
but it's something you throw that you got to go over there and get.
yes. Yeah. Axes. North Point Axe. If you need an axe, go check out North Point Axe. They're awesome. Oh, Tom, it's all good, man. It's all good. Do you think Benny Hinn could make a deer or goat fall over with his bare hands? No, I do not. I think Benny Hinn was full of crap, and there was probably a bunch of drunk people or stoned people or people that were hyped up when they got there that were just falling over.
Oh, it's a hype.
I think that he had a force of character that worked on people, not goats or deer. I don't think that he could chase a deer down with that white coat and make it fall over and then slit its throat and eat it for dinner. I think that this is why you have ritual in the church, because it's the same reason if you look at like magic, Aleister Crowley, the occult, things of that nature. The ritual, what it does is it focuses your will, your attention, and your intent on the task at hand. It's why Catholicism is rife with ritual. It's why so many different, hell, what is yoga but a ritual? They're rituals, right? And so this dude had a ritual that would focus people on the intent of him performing certain acts. And so they had already front-loaded that this is going to happen. So when the opportunity for that to happen was presented, they fulfilled the ritual and stuff like that happened. But the goat and the deer were not clued in about the ritual. They're not just going to fall over if somebody attacks them with a white coat. So, but that's why organized religion is rife with symbolism, and there's a lot of repeatability in organized religion because it's ritual. And that's where you get into the trappings of man. We do things this way because of this. Well, that's ritual. It's not what the Father told you to do. It's what men decided was a good idea to do because of fill in the blank. And you find a bunch of people that find themselves in false worship because they're doing things that don't make any sense, that aren't paying any dividends, because they're not actually about worshiping the Father. They're about fulfilling the rituals of men. So, and also Tannerite, Cody Moss. That's exactly right. And Tannerite. Correct. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but Tannerite. Xavier agrees. Do you think the third temple will be built? Yes. Bringer of light, fallen angels, so much back and forth on the light. So, the enemy is a liar and the father of it. He has wanted Yeshua from day one. Literally in Genesis 2, you have the first promise of Messiah that you will bruise his heel, but he will crush your head. Satan is the father of lies. You can find that in the book of John as well. And he's the son of the morning. He's a bright shining star. He's the light. He's not the light. Yeshua is the light. I am the way, the truth, the life, right? And the light. The light shines into the darkness, and the darkness comprehendeth it not. But Satan is constantly trying to replicate that. False worship. Satan has no horsepower compared to Yeshua, compared to the Father. None. But the greatest trick he has ever perpetuated on people is convincing them that A, they're in true worship and they're not, and B, that there is no war for their soul. Oh, we're not in war right now. Things are good. Health, wealth, prosperity gospel? Oh yeah, if you just believe it and pray over it, it'll be gifted to you by the Father. Well, wait a minute. That's not what the Bible says. Deuteronomy 28 says, if you diligently obey the voice of Yahweh your Elohim and guard to do all these works that I command you today, then all these blessings shall come upon you and overtake you. If you guard to do, if then. The enemy is just faking. He's got nothing, man. Michael J. Lessiter. That's a good point. Satan has power. Yah is power.
He also likes to convince people he doesn't exist.
That's exactly right. He also likes to convince people that he doesn't exist. Those are the easiest people to deal with. People that don't believe that there's a battle going on. If there's no battle, you're definitely not engaged in it. So, there you go. But yeah, he's the father of lies. He wants to be the light, and he's not. But I mean, you get into that, the son of the morning. Yeah, go to church on Ishtar Sun Day for sunrise service and worship the son of the morning. Start just thinking about the words that we say. Ishtar, pagan fertility goddess. Sun Day, the day of worship. To worship the sunrise, the son of the morning. Pagan rituals, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Those pagan rituals are false worship, and it's false worship that it became ingratiated into the Christian church. And it's a shame because there's a lot of people, I was one of them, who think that they're doing everything right, and they're wondering, they're questioning, why don't I have a meaningful relationship with my Creator? It's like, I know who Yeshua is, I know who Jesus is, but I just can't tap into God. It's like, well, first of all, that's because it's not his name, and second of all, it's because you're not doing any of the things that he told you to do. And you're not doing them because nobody ever told you to do them, and you haven't cracked the Bible for yourself because you bought into the lie that the Old Testament is for the Jews and the New Testament is for the Gentiles, and never shall we cross boundaries from one to the other. Bullshit. They're in the same binding. So,
If you think about it, all those pagan rituals, they all go after kids.
oh, dude.
You look at Halloween, kids go out trick or treat. Christmas, kids get presents. Easter, kids go look for eggs. Easter egg hunt.
Don't even get me started. Raise your children up in the way that they shall go, so they do not depart from it when they are older. So,
Yep.
yep. What time is it? Bedtime?
8:43.
Based upon the position of Mercury, which is in retrograde, and the solar flare that came on the, I don't know. I think it's bedtime.
Time to hibernate.
Time to hibernate. Hey, everybody lift up Carrie's cousin. No, I'm not going to pray right now because I've been drinking, and there is no drunkenness in service to Yahuwah. I am not drunk, however, but Leviticus 10 makes it very clear, hey, you don't be doing Yah's things when you've been drinking. I've been drinking, so I'm not going to be doing Yah's things. But lift up Carrie's cousin. Just got re-diagnosed with cancer, so just pray for Carrie's cousin, and we'll all pray for him tomorrow morning on the brief.
What a good day from Tactical Chicken to Tactical Tuesday.
Ha 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 ha. And to be fair, you live every moment in service in his service. No, well, that's a good question. To be fair, no, that's not true. If I lived every moment of my life in service to him, I would be perfect in my walk, and I am not perfect in my walk. Secret Squirrel, bless you. Thank you. I try to live when I am aware of it in service to him. And there are moments where I could easily be pulled out of service to him, and I need to battle against those things, and I often do. But no, that's the issue, Concrete, is that none of us is in full submission to the Most High. That's why we need the mediation that comes from Yeshua Messiah and the renewed covenant. So, but no, I'm not in full submission all the time to him. I don't know anybody that is in full submission all the time to him. That person would legitimately be the return of Messiah. And I haven't met anybody like that yet. So, but it's most certainly not me, which of course proves the point that don't put me on a pedestal. Don't make this about me. Make this about your father and your relationship with him. So, anyway, I'll see y'all in the morning. Haunted, amen. Love you back, PJD. See y'all in the morning. Shalom.